In the words of Machine Gun Jeremiah Kelly, let's talk about it. Let's talk about whether Pochettino should hand in his resignation. Let's talk about Daniel Levy sabotaging Tottenham. Let's talk about how good is Harry Kane really. Let's talk about are Liverpool now the proper real deal of a properly accomplished team. Perfect record, and this was probably their easiest game of the season so far. So there's a lot of talking points to really get into. So we're going to really try and delve in and really break things down. So guys, press pause, get a meal, settle yourselves down, because this is what things do. I am not a 4-minute dude, a 5-minute dude. This is football analysis, and we go deep and we really try and dissect this game apart. So I knew Liverpool were going to win. I just felt that they were going to win. I did not believe that Liverpool would win this easy. I didn't see this coming. Like, this shocks me. How easy they were able to, how easy they got past Tottenham. So what is the issue with Tottenham? There is an immediate issue and there is a bigger issue for Tottenham. The immediate issue is tactically, Pochettino, you can't open up against Liverpool. Liverpool are not a team that you have to play against, that you can be afforded to play against. Real Madrid can do that. Barcelona can do that. PSG can do that. Those are the only very few teams who can open up a play. The great Man City, when they try to go open up, they got their ass punctured by them. So I felt the tactics of Tottenham were wrong. They should have maybe sat back a bit, played a much more composed game, and the amount of opportunities and space that they gave to Liverpool was ridiculous and very irresponsible. But I think personnel. Now, I said that Harry Kane shouldn't have started. I said, you know what? He may be going through a slump. He may be fatigued. He may be tired. Start Son. Start Melo. Or try or create a situation where Kane doesn't start the game. Maybe you bring him on, but he does not start the game. I think Kane needs to rest. He needs to rest. This dude, since the World Cup second round, has just looked completely out of it. He scored a few goals here and there in between, but overall he has looked out of it. So he needs a rest. He cannot play every single flipping game. So there was definitely that issue there. But I think more so. Now, I just want to break this down. A bigger issue, but I'll get to Liverpool. But I just want to just look at both teams. Pochettino should think about handing his resignation, because again, Levy was playing a dangerous game. His game was that, okay, I'm not going to give them any money because I'm focused and obsessed with this whole stadium thing. But you know what? Because there was also something as well that I saw. I think so. They were 2-0 down at this point, and they switched to Levy, and he was just checking his phone, looking through his phone, and there was just a body language about him that I think Levy's priority is getting this stadium started, not what is happening on the pitch. And I think that Levy runs this as a business, because he's like, guys from the area, they'll always come. They'll always buy the tickets. I'll just run it as how if we can win a trophy, great. But I want to just keep on making money and making this club profitable. That's not how you run a football club. Yes, it needs to be profitable and everything, but you need to try and win things. But the most egregious thing that you've done is you have an employee who has overachieved. It's one thing an employee hitting his targets, but another thing when an employee is overachieving. This guy has overachieved, and you don't give him any new players, and that is indicative of this performance that we've seen today and the loss that they had. Because the performance that they had against Watford was not as bad. This has been their worst performance so far. This has probably been one of Tottenham's worst performances that I've ever seen. Like, they literally did nothing in the game. They were completely, totally out of it. And I think it was really to do with the fact that if you don't bring in new players, you don't energize the squad. Because if players come in and it's like, oh, it's the same team, same squad, same lineup and everything, I don't have to work too hard to keep my players, fair enough. But when you bring in 4 new players, and these are 4 players who want to get back in that squad, therefore those guys in certain lineup, they have to now work 10 times as hard to keep the place, because they're guys who have been brought in who want to challenge you for that spot. Think Liverpool. I think that, because when I was in RTFF, I was discussing this about with a guy who called, and this about the whole Sadio Mane thing. Liverpool should have won this by 5 or 6 easily. Like 2-1 does not reflect the game. The amount, there were times when I think there was one chance in the second half where Sadio Mane had the ball. He was literally just standing with the ball and was like, so, for dinner I'll have eggs. For brunch I'm going to have the mousse. Possibly the scramboni as well. Oh, Keita is there. I will look at Naby Keita. I'll say, hey, yeah. And I'll say, what up? What are you doing this weekend? All right, cool. I'll meet you at the club 8, 9 p.m. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. Hey, pass. That's how much time Mane had on the ball. It was crazy. And this happened multiple times. But the thing I was having with the discussion with the Liverpool guy is roles. Roles related to, because he said, Sadio Mane really wasted a lot of opportunities and chances, and so forth. And I said about this is that Sadio Mane is Liverpool's best player. He is. He's their best player. He is their most creative player. He's their best football player. He is their most intelligent and smartest player. He just is. So your smartest, most intelligent player, your most influential player, your most naturally gifted player, who plays the number 10 position, he has to be the creator. And I think Klopp has to give him the role and say, Mane, you are a playmaker. I want you to create. I want you to always be on the ball. I want you to create for Firmino and for Salah as well. Have that role, because I think the issue with Mane is that he's stuck between two walls. Am I another attacking member of the three? Am I the playmaker and the creator? So he doesn't really want to do. But if he's just given a specific role, we're like, all right, it's fluid. So maybe sometimes you're within the three, or maybe you're the one behind the two of Firmino and Salah. But wherever you are, your mindset is that you're the playmaker, you're the points guard, you're the quarterback, you're the guy that's trying to engineer and create chances for the team. So that's just what I think. If he's given that, then I think Mane will not be stuck between too much within what he's trying to do. So okay, do I shoot now? Do I go for the shot? So he will know, okay, yeah, this is when I should go to the shot, but really I'm leaning more towards creativity, passing, and really engineering things for my team. But the thing about it is that Liverpool found it so easy. Like Van Dijk and Gomez, they played really well. I think they were definitely the standards, but they found it very easy, and that is just was so mind-boggling that Liverpool were playing away from home. Because I thought it would be a pretty exciting game, and it would be back and forth. And I just felt that it's crazy, because this should have been Liverpool's toughest game. And you see, it would be wrong for me to now detract from Liverpool and say, okay, well, they still haven't been tested because Tottenham are not very good. Yes, Tottenham didn't play well, but Tottenham not playing well was also to do with how well Liverpool played and how good they were tactically, because Liverpool defended well, knew when to press, shut off the spaces, nullified the threat of Moura. Did not allow, because Moura he almost scored an amazing wonder goal, but they nullified how much space they really gave him. Harry Kane was a complete non-entity. I mean, and the thing is, Tottenham, be very careful here. Because this is why I say to fans whenever you look for a scapegoat, Vom was not to blame. See, now, if Tottenham fans say, oh my gosh, if only Lloris was in goal, we wouldn't have lost the game. You're not looking at the bigger picture, because the bigger picture here for Tottenham is that you have an axe to grind against Levy. You have an axe to grind against Levy. You cannot accept that. Because Tottenham are 2-3 players away from winning a trophy. Yeah, because this is a very good team, coached very, very well. And I think, because Levy doesn't understand the things he's doing, because now you're looking at Toby Alderweireld and he's thinking that, yeah, I should have left, because this club is not going anywhere. Yeah, United have issues, but that's a club that's willing to spend, that's trying to do things and is always constantly in the market. And the just things to give Tottenham, and with Levy, first of all, you're underpaying these dudes as well. You're running this like a bloody shifty market, man. So look, I mean, I don't know, man. Levy, I don't think the way that he's operating is very shady. I just think he's compromising the club. He's compromising the club. But I think for Liverpool, see, this is another thing that I said. As good as Liverpool were, attacked great, used the space beautifully. I thought, the midfield of Milner, Wijnaldum, and now Naby Keita looked very good. Worked very hard. The defense was tight. As I said, Van Dijk and Gomez, easy. They were hardly threatened, had a superb game, hardly made any mistakes whatsoever. They have to learn how to keep the ball. This should have been 2-0, and I think Klopp has to be harder on the team to keep clean sheets, because I think that is a good discipline to instill within the team of keep clean sheets. Keep those damn clean sheets. And I just feel like for Liverpool, they have to be more professional in that sense, because and the thing about this is that keep the ball. And that is the main criticism of Klopp. You don't have to always constantly go forward. You don't have to always constantly force the issue. Keep the ball, slow the game down, look for a foul. If you're a foul, stay down for an extra minute. Take the life out of the game. Make the game boring. Make it itty-bitty, because once you do that, you stop the flow of the opposition. And then it's most likely that you don't throw the game away and you win. Because again, this is similar to the Brighton game where Liverpool are like just sort of hanging on, where really see the game out. It should be an easy 2-0, no threats, no whatsoever. Move on to the next one. So yeah, look, man, overall, I think for Liverpool, still a perfect record. And I said to Liverpool guys, like, this has to be the season that they're going for the Premier League. You know, they have to go for the Premier League. I think Sturridge needs to play, be given more time. I mean, come on. Give the dude more time. That dude, I'm gonna give it to Van Dijk. Quality performance, defended beautifully, was not worried at all, fully composed, and is showing how a defender can completely and totally transform your team, because he understands his defensive duties, distributes the ball beautifully, is excellent in possession, and just commands a complete and total ease. You're never worried whenever he's on the ball. Brick of the game, I'm giving it to Harry Kane. Because people say I should give it to Vorm. But yes, Vorm made, maybe you can say, 2 mistakes, but also made some saves. Harry Kane didn't do anything in this game. Granted, it may be because he's fatigued or tired. I just call it as I see it. Tottenham were playing with 10 men. He wasn't in the game. Pochettino probably shouldn't have started him, man. That's just me being real. But I think Liverpool, the focus is on the Premier League. That's what they have to do. And for Tottenham, it started well. It started rosy. Levy thought he could get away with it. Reality is beginning to set in, because now you're in a situation where it's now 2 back-to-back losses, and Pochettino can't go into his squad and be like, okay, let me now try and fully change things. Nah, you can't, because you've not brought in anyone new. It's real. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.